Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared with my lovely wife Kara.
Hello.
And today, well, we are going to start doing, we're going to try to start doing these more often when we do top 5s, top 10s, top 7s, like our top 10 sharpest knives in our collection, our top 5 favorite knives in our collection, stuff like that. And
because you know why?
Because we want to.
Regular play reviews sometimes get a little boring.
Yeah, and we want to mix it up. We want to mix it up. And we have a lot of knives that are loaned out right now. So some of these knives that we have loaned to us, we might use some of theirs or whatever, but
they're all knives that we've used though. And what is this top 10 or
this,
top whatever?
This is a top 7 credible knives in anybody's collection. So meaning
credible,
like if you have
dependable, reliable, usable,
lovable. Doesn't necessarily mean it's your favorite or your best or whatever, but it's definitely a good credible knife in your collection.
Something you can lean on a little.
Something you can carry and be happy about. Okay, first one is an honorable.
First you have to kick me out.
Get over it. All right. First up is an honorable mention, which is the Cold Steel Code 4. This knife is not ours and was loaned to us by Woodland Tactical, but I've used it a little bit and I've carried it, and it is a very, very good knife, and I can see why anybody would love it in their collection. It is a very strong knife, very dependable, and it's very thin behind the edge, and it has a very great blade.
It's actually just thin in general.
Yes, it's a very good knife, and like I said, it's very thin behind the edge and has a very good blade on it. Next up is the Grip Chilli Large. I absolutely love this knife. This one is rock solid, no blade plate, no lock rock, and look how smooth this is. Let it drop without swinging it, baby. Look at that. It just swings freely, and there's no lock rock or blade plate.
No, not at all.
Very, very good knife. I wish it was the hollow grind. We don't have the one with G10, which I absolutely love because I'd love to get that hollow grind.
Yeah, they switched these over to flat grinds once they switched from 154 cm to S30.
So this is the S30, but it's still very dependable. I love this blade shape. I show them the blade shape where you can get the good tip action, and like when you want to use the tip, you can do draw cuts. It's a decent slicer. It's a little thick behind the edge, but it's a good working blade. Speaking of that, we have the mini
baby grip,
which is also a very good EDC.
This is one that I depend on a lot. It is definitely my when I don't know what to carry sort of thing. I'm in a rush. I'm like, where's the mini grip?
Yeah, and I also use it as a secondary because sometimes I need a secondary knife, and this one the same thing. It's locked up like it's really, really strong. No blade plate, no lock rock, and it swings very free.
Same thing with the drop.
We're very happy about that.
Look at that drop.
Yeah.
What?
And they also come in many different blade shapes. So if you wanted, you can get the Tonto. This one has the Tonto with the serrations, but it also comes in different configurations. You can get any blade shape. The other ones you just saw were not the standard blade shape, but those are the ones we have because I like that one better. Next up is Kuby. Kuby is just a great knife. Or makes great knives all together. This specific one, oh man, we're gonna throw the number up there right now. I forget the exact number on it, but it also comes in titanium.
Oh, the titanium is sexy too.
This one is the G10 version, which is a very strong. If you can just put this in your hand, you can tell how strong it is.
Yeah.
The G10.
It's huge. It's thick. It's long.
Yeah. The G10 surrounds steel liners, which are really thick. And the lock bar is a really thick lock bar that's chamfered really nicely, and it's very easy to get to, so it's very comfortable. It has a straight spine on the handle, which makes for great push cuts, and it's just comfortable in anybody's hands.
Yeah, it's more comfortable than it looks, I'll give it that.
No matter what size hand you have.
Yeah, look at my tiny hand.
And then show them, baby, how similar it is, the blade shape is to the PM2. If you look at the blade shapes, it's very similar. Like you can lay it over the top of the PM2 and they have the same blade shape. The only difference is that the Kuby has an extra like half-inch cutting length, so you get a little bit extra blade.
Wow.
And they're almost the same thickness behind the edge. I think the Kuby is slightly thicker, so it's a little bit more heavy duty.
It may be the other way around. I don't know if
no,
it's
not
the
stock. The stock, the Kuby's bigger.
Oh, you mean behind the edge. I'm sorry.
It's, the stock thickness, the Kuby's definitely a little thicker, and I think it's just a little bit thicker behind the edge, but it just makes for a little bit more harder use knife. But Kubys in general make good knives.
Sorry.
That knives, use a lot.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
All right, next up, I wanted to do the Kershaw bare knuckle, but instead I have this one, which is the Natrix. I think it's the 707, right?
This is the 7007. The bare knuckle is the 7777. Yep. We have ours on loan to Metal Complex right now for his budget quest thing, and so right now
this one's standing.
This is our example, but it's from the same series as the bare knuckle. It's very similar. We haven't gotten a huge chance to use this one yet, but tell them about that bare knuckle, and I'll throw a picture up on the screen.
I use that thing as a work knife. I've done a lot with the knife. It's a very strong, very usable, very everything knife. It gets incredibly
They
sharp
are both
the
subframe locks, both share the same clip, lots of similarities.
Well, that's the same thing with all the 700
shape.
series.
Yeah.
And ZT makes an 0777. Microtech makes one. And then we have this one, which is the Natrix, and then there's the bare knuckle, and there's also a D2 version of this that comes in copper.
And we got this one courtesy of Jamie Loves Knives.
Very, very nice. Okay, next up is the Badger.
Ooh, okay, this mine. Okay, so this is the small Badger, the Honey Badger. They only make this in this shape and then the Hawksbill. It is an awesome, dependable knife. It's just got the FRN and steel clip, everything, but it doesn't it ride on, what does it ride on? Washer?
Bearings.
It's on bearings?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it does ride on bearings. Its hole is completely flickable, which I'm not going to be able to do right now. But it is a great, great, great knife. Nice flat grind, great for push cuts through boxes. And not only that, it gets super sharp. And I love this choil, which I don't believe they have on the D2 versions. This is the 8CR. But come on, look at that grip. This is like my throw in my pocket, I gotta get shit done knife.
And if you don't like the finger choil, like she said, the D2 version comes with just a full blade, so you get a little bit more cutting.
And they also come in a small, medium, large as well for different hand sizes. So I'm a small hand.
So there's also a medium and a large.
And they're only like $1 difference, which is cool. Instead of being like, oh, $10 more for a not even an inch bigger.
Right. So it's a very dependable knife, and also very, very good action.
Oh, this is another one of my faves. So we're kind of gonna do this and this one right here in conjunction with one another. So this is, here, hold one of them. This is the Kaiser Mini Begleiter, and that over there is the Kaiser Mini Domen. So we're kind of gonna do these as one. They're both very, this one, it's so tiny. It doesn't even show on the camera. It's actually like a clip point. But both of them are great liner locks, dependable thumb studs. They're both Kaiser Vanguard, which you know if you've had them have great build, great quality G10 on both, great liners, nice thick liners for the size.
Yeah. And they make the larges, which, so if you don't want the smaller versions of these, you can get the large versions, which is also in the Kaiser Vanguard.
These are both phosphor bronze?
Yep, phosphor bronze washers. These things have very good action.
Not to mention, they're very cute. I mean, this is the cutest knife ever.
You can middle finger flick both of them.
Yes, you can.
The Domen is a little bit easier than the Begleiter, but you can do it. And like I said, they come in the longer, bigger versions. So these are very good quality, very good G10.
Yep.
Very good knives.
Right.
And I like the access to the lock bar. It's very,
yes, it is. Very easy.
Our next up is the Kaiser Rogue. This knife we're both probably going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I love this knife. It's a very good work knife. I love the fact that it's built like a tank. We've actually bought this secondary, and the lock bar hasn't even moved over a bit. We've both put this thing to work. I've literally done construction with this thing. I've sharpened it a ton of times. It takes a very keen edge. I like that that sheep's foot blade with that good tip.
This is just a classic utility blade. It's also a great go-to work knife because when you get to work, this is a very non-assuming blade shape. It looks like a standard utility knife, which is nice if you're in an environment where you really don't feel comfortable having a knife.
Exactly, yeah. It's definitely not a threatening one. Well, I think one thing I really like about it is it's not a very big knife. I'm going to show you next to the PM2. It's not a big knife, but I want to show
you can see that.
You can see that?
No, they were halfway out the screen.
Okay, sorry. Show that real quick, and then I want to show something.
Bam.
Okay, you see how much smaller it is? But look at this. I can get my whole hand on that grip. All 4 fingers. Good utility blade. Very comfortable. And this thing, I'm telling you, put this thing against other knives, and you can middle finger flick it. It kicks almost every knife's ass when it comes to work. It's just a very good knife. Next up is the last one, which this one is not ours, but I was told I could use it, and I have used it. and I brought it to work with me. I used it, and bang, the Kaiser T1. This is from one of their premium lines, but this thing does not get mentioned a lot, and I do not know why.
Yeah, it's so great.
This is an awesome,
It's
awesome
that perfect moderate size. It's not a crazy price for full titanium. Smooth frame lock. Absolutely
Snappy
wonderful
D10.
action. The D10 is
Perfect.
on the stronger end, but perfect.
Yeah, very, very crispy.
Look at that.
D10.
Bam!
It has broken in a little bit more since we've had it. You can middle finger flick it. Yeah.
Ooh, you can.
And it's got like the build quality in the hand. It feels like a premium knife.
I don't know why I never tried to middle finger this one because I just assumed it was too snappy, but I just did it.
Good.
Oops.
But it has a premium feel to it.
It
the
does.
chamfering around the lock bar, very easy access to the lock bar. The blade shape gets a very keen edge. It's a very good workable edge where it's just a good all-around user knife, user blade, good steel, S35 VN, and it just feels premium.
Not to mention, our buddy that loaned this to us, Lavender Pants, he is going to use this to practice anodizing with, and I love that it's just like a blank template.
Yep.
It's really aesthetically pleasing, both if you want a plain knife or if you want it, anodized like I did on the Rogue. And it's great too because you could really double this as a work or gentleman's.
Yeah, and as you can see, this one's not a huge knife either. You
No,
see it
it's
in my
not.
hand, but I can get all 4 fingers on it. It's literally like the perfect size, and it's
for anybody.
Listen.
It's like the sisterhood of the traveling knife.
Listen
Not
to
that
this
any of
D10.
you guys are going to understand that joke.
One more time. Listen to D10. It's got a crispy D10, very easy to middle
Quiet,
finger
but it's
flick.
snappy.
Yeah, it's super snappy. The D10 is just perfect. Like I said, this thing just feels like a premium knife. I love this knife, and yeah, great knife for anybody's collection. This thing, I'm surprised it does not get mentioned more. All right, guys, that was it.
Were you ending
I
it
thought
like
you
that?
paused it just now.
No,
Okay, that was it, guys. We just wanted to make a video and show you guys some top contenders and anybody's EDC. Thank you for coming along. Next time, I think we're going to do the 5 or top 7 sharpest knives in our collection, or our top 7 favorite knives in our collection.
Yes, sir.
Which one would you guys like to see? Let us know in the comments. We'd really like to know which one you'd rather see.
Thanks for watching.
Top 7 sharpest or top 7 favorites?